will they allow all the imports to come in? And you know, you're talking about policies, but when it's execution-wise in the importers, you as an importer, what will be my margins if it's all-out importation? We know that government wants to import. We know that. But when you do the math for the business people, that's another matter.
So this does not blunt the obvious message of the opposition, you don't think?
It's not that easy. Even if you know, Amis, you've been reporting, you know, how long does policy take effect? I mean, 3-4 months, it depends. You say...
Under President Duterte, it's pretty fast.
But you see, this is now a question of how soon, but how soon do you really resolve it? You've got, it took them a while for Jason Aquino to be fired. That guy was really messing up the entire rice issue. I mean, how long did he held on to that guy? Plus, you know, this suspension of excise tax, you would still have the rise of fuel prices. I mean, it's a global phenomenon. It was exacerbated by the excise tax. Now, again, here's the being working in government. It's not a question of do you do the right policy or do you want to be populist. At a certain point, you would have to, you want to win the election, you just have to be populist. It will affect, and there'll be some effect on our credit ratings. The ratings agency will look at it. The stock exchange will react to it. Today, there was a dive in the stock exchange. So even if you talk about all these policies, something's happening there which is not being touched by policy. So it's a complex arena of policy execution and how it affects the people. Then that depends on how populist you want to be, how proper you want your policies to be.
You think you have a better chance?
There will be
because of all these problems faced by the nation.
People will be closer to the opposition because they're hearing the things that are happening to them. When you say, tumataas ang presyo, I feel that. Tumataas ang gasolina, hindi tumataas ang sahod nyo. If an opposition says that, ramdam niya. So how does administration counter that? So it will say, bumibilis ang importation, bumababa ang presyo ng bigas. So it's a debate of ideas. EJK, for instance, might be an issue. Anong sasabihin ng administration? Oo, supportado ko ang EJK. Hindi, malinis ang community ngayon. Diba? You play on whatever works. And you have to be very target-specific on areas in this region, what are the issues in this region.